She didn't plan to go on another blind date. Not after the last year. Not after losing everything she once believed about love. But Olivia Hale, 34 years old, CEO of Hale Tech, the youngest female tech leader in the state, was tired. Tired of boardrooms. Tired of smiling for investors. Tired of being strong every waking second. And mostly tired of being alone. Her best friend insisted, one last blind date. If it's awful, I'll never ask again. So here Olivia was, sitting at a quiet corner table of a small Italian bistro, twisting a silver ring on her finger while rain drummed on the windows. She had even dressed simply so she wouldn't scare the man away. Jeans, cream sweater, hair tied back. She wasn't looking for anything magical. Just someone who didn't want her for her money. Just a conversation that didn't involve stocks. Just a moment of peace. She looked toward the entrance each time someone walked in, but none were him. Until the bell chimed. And time stopped. A man walked in, shaking rain off his jacket. He looked around awkwardly, as if unsure he belonged in such a nice place. His brown hair was slightly messy, the stubble on his jaw a day too long, his hands calloused like someone who worked with them, not behind a desk. He was handsome in a way photographs never could capture. But that wasn't what froze her. It was his eyes. Warm honey brown. Gentle. Searching the room. She knew those eyes. She had memorized those eyes at 17. Her breath shattered. No, it couldn't be. He saw her. Stopped. His mouth parted in shock. Olivia, he whispered. Ethan. Her first love. The boy who used to walk her home from school. The boy who gave her his jacket when her father forgot to pick her up. The boy she left behind when she left for college because her family said he wasn't enough. And now the man standing before her. He was the blind date. He walked toward her slowly as if afraid she might vanish. His eyes drifted to her face, then her hands, then back to her eyes again. You look older, he said with a soft, teasing smile. So do you, she breathed. He pulled out the chair across from her and sat. Rain soaked the back of his collar, but he didn't seem to notice. My friend set me up, Olivia said, voice trembling. Mine too, he replied. Didn't tell me anything except the time and place. Silence sat between them, old, familiar, and full of things never said. Olivia swallowed. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Ethan looked down at his hands. I wasn't sure you'd want to. A waiter came, but neither noticed. They ordered without thinking, eyes never leaving each other. Finally, Olivia breathed. You look tired, Ethan. He let out a small laugh. Single dad life. My son keeps me on my toes. Her heart tugged. You have a son. Yeah, his smile softened, raw, full of love. Liam, 7 years old, smartest kid I ever met, lost his mom 4 years ago. Oh, Ethan. Her chest ached for him. It's okay, hard but okay. He paused, then added quietly, he saved me more than I saved him. Olivia watched him, how he touched the edge of the table nervously, how his gaze flickered between her face and her hands like he was relearning her. He wasn't the boy she left. He was sturdier, quieter. Painful things had shaped him. And she felt something she hadn't felt in years, something frightening and beautiful. Why did you come tonight? She whispered. He hesitated. Honestly, I told myself it was just dinner, that nobody could replace what I had, what I lost. He met her eyes. But then I saw your name on the reservation. She gasped softly. You knew before walking in. 5 minutes before, the hostess said it. And you still came. He gave a sad, warm smile. I couldn't walk away twice. She looked down, her fingers trembling. I never meant to hurt you, Ethan. He exhaled, leaning back in his chair. I know you had dreams, Olivia. Big ones, bigger than this town. I didn't want to hold you back. You were never holding me back, she whispered. My parents, they pushed. They said you'd keep me small. A shadow crossed his face. Do you believe that? No, she said fiercely. I never did. He stared at her so long she felt exposed, like he could see the girl she had been and the woman she had become all at once. What about you? She asked gently. Why are you still alone? He laughed sadly. I'm not alone. I have Liam and work. And to be honest, I didn't think anyone would want a single dad with messy hair and a house full of Legos. Olivia felt her throat tighten. I would, she whispered before she could stop herself. Ethan froze. Neither breathed. The waiter arrived with food, but it sat untouched. Ethan finally spoke, voice low. Liv, why did you come here tonight, really? She swallowed hard. I was lonely, she admitted. Everyone wants something from me, my company, my money, my name, but you. Her eyes warmed. You're the only person who ever saw me. He closed his eyes for a moment, as if her words hurt and healed him at the same time. The rain outside grew heavier. Ethan leaned forward, elbows on the table. Can I ask something? Yes. If this wasn't a blind date, if we just met on the street, would you talk to me? She nodded instantly. Yes. Would you still smile at me like that? She swallowed. Yes. Would you still choose me? Her voice trembled. I never stopped choosing you. His breath caught. Olivia. His voice broke. I thought I lost you forever. She reached across the table and took his hand, rough, warm, familiar. You didn't. He squeezed her hand, and something shifted in the air, old wounds closing, something new opening. You want to meet him? Ethan asked hesitantly. Your son? Yeah. Her smile was soft and hopeful. I'd love to. Ethan's eyes glimmered, hope, disbelief, relief all mixing together. He's a lot like I was. He'll probably fall in love with you in 5 minutes. Olivia laughed, a sound she hadn't made in years. I hope so. When they finally left the restaurant, the rain had stopped. Ethan walked her to her car, hands in his pockets like a shy teenager again. She leaned against the door. Do you still feel anything for me? He stared at her. Then he stepped closer, slow enough to make her heart thud, and brushed a raindrop from her cheek. Liv, I never stopped loving you. A tear slipped down her face. He didn't kiss her. He didn't rush. He just held her face in his hands like she was something rare and breakable. I want to do this right, he said softly. For you, for my son, for us. She nodded. I want that too. He backed away reluctantly, giving her space. I'll call you tomorrow. Liam gets excited when he knows someone special is coming over. Olivia smiled, warm, glowing, alive. Tell him I can't wait to meet him. As she got into her car, Ethan stood there in the quiet street, hands in pockets, watching her with a look she remembered from 17, a look that said she was his whole world. And as she drove away, her heart whispered something she hadn't dared believe. Maybe first love doesn't always end. Sometimes it finds you again when you're finally ready.